YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video. Now I have Umar Johnson here once again. Umar Johnson is all over the place, but Umar Johnson says submission comes with conditions. So I want to hear what you guys, I want you to hear what he has to say, and I want to hear your thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I definitely want to hear what you have to say. And let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we go.
Too often, I think we as black men are looking for submission, failing to realize that it has to be earned, and also failing to realize that submission comes with conditions and responsibilities. A woman doesn't just submit to a man. She has to do so on the basis that you're going to be able to uphold your end of this bargain. I'm hearing men, because they message me, they text me, Doc, we hear you. But how are we ever going to be able to be men if she doesn't allow us to lead? And my answer to that, good brother, if you are leading the way you're supposed to, you won't have to ask her to submit. She will do it automatically because it is her nature to submit to her, to submit to you. The problem with black men is a lot of us are not strong enough emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. We're not strong enough to attract a woman's submission. Submission is a quality that all women have, but only certain men can unlock it.
Listen, what do you guys think about what he had to say? Do you agree or do you disagree? Now, I will say this, and this is just my opinion. In my opinion, I do think women have to feel, because we feel and we move in our feelings and our emotions. That's a part of women. Women have to feel and believe that the man is able to lead and is able, to handle the things that he's supposed to handle as a man. A lot of women look to the man to be the leader, but in some instances, and I say some for a reason, in some instances, yes, the women who are submissive naturally, who are ready to follow the lead of their man because they trust him, they trust his decision-making skills, they trust that he has the right leadership abilities, and not because only because she's with him, but because it shows in his life. It shows the decisions that he's made in his life, the outcomes, where he's at, how he's leading his own life. And so women look at that and they can kind of determine, hey, he's already doing things for himself. He's doing pretty well. He's leading himself. So then she would feel more comfortable with him leading her. The reason why certain women do not want to follow certain men is because they do not trust him. They do not trust that he's able to lead them in the right way. So I will say that I think you have to be a leader in order to have a woman follow you. You have to exhibit certain qualities that would show leadership. Every man is not a leader. Let's be honest. You may have the capabilities to do it, but are you able to do it? Are you able to follow through? Or do you have the qualities to do that? Every man is not a good leader. So women look for men or notice men who have good leadership capabilities and they're actually acting up on them. So those are the men that these women would be okay with following because they trust his judgment. They trust his leadership abilities. They trust the route that he's going. If a woman is not following you, it's because she doesn't trust you. Now that's for some. And the reason I say some, because now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. There are also women who just don't know how to follow a man, whether he's a good leader or not. All of this exists. There are women who are so strong and independent that it doesn't matter if you're a good leader, they're gonna still fight you because they're gonna still wanna do what they think is best. So this is where that masculine energy comes in, where women say that they're masculine because of their jobs and because they had to be. So when you come across a woman who feels like she had to be independent her whole life, that she's been running her whole life by herself the entire time, that she's never had anybody else to depend on or anybody else to lead her, she's been doing all the leading, it's going to be very difficult for her to just be submissive to any man, in my opinion. Whether he's a leader, he could be a man that wants to take on all the responsibilities financially. It could be a man that's just, telling you how he want to lead the household or family. That type of woman is going to have an issue with that. I'm honest. I'm telling you the truth. Some of these women don't know how to be led. Because in their minds, they're the leaders. So when you have these types of women, they're gonna, fight you on every front. Everything that you say you want to do for your family, for the relationship, whatever, they're gonna always in their mind have a secondary idea or an idea that they think is better than yours. So while you have women who are naturally submissive and ready to be led, there are also women who are not that way. They're just not. They're too independent, too masculine. They want you to go with their choices. They want to lead because they've been doing it. So while it's probably in our nature as women to do that, it doesn't mean that we follow our nature. We follow what feels right, what we believe, what we think. And a lot of times that becomes an issue in relationships, because for the men who are leaders, that's going to clash with them because they're used to leading. And then you got a woman who's in competition with you, who's trying to lead as well. You say you want to do one thing. She thinks, oh, I want to do this. Maybe my way will be better. And she wants you to go with the way she chooses. So you would always have to take a back seat to her and do what she thinks is best, because she really thinks is best because she's been doing things her whole life by herself. So once again, I agree with Umar Johnson is saying, but at the same time, there are women who have been in relationships with men who were the sole providers, men who made good money, put them in beautiful houses, and they're taking care of the entire family. And all these women have to do is be submissive women and just do the things that the man wants, which is typically he want a good meal. He want to come home to a nice, peaceful home. He wants the kids taken care of. He's giving you that space, like a lot of women talk about, that space to just be feminine and in your soft girl era. There are men who have been in positions to give all of the things that these women complain about. What did they do? They end up leaving that man still because they were not comfortable with that type of lifestyle. They were not comfortable allowing a man to lead and do all these things for them. They felt out of place. You would be surprised that there are women who are not comfortable with that so-called soft girl life because they feel like they should be doing something else. They feel like they're unproductive just being at the house and then letting a man take care of them. They want to be like the man, going out, making the money, paying the bills, taking care of themselves, leading the way, making the decisions. So while, like I said, there is a bit of all of this. Some of these women, they just don't want that lifestyle. They think they do, but then when they have it, it's not what they want. And this is why, and this is a key thing, when you hear women say, I want to work, listen to it and pay attention to this. When you hear women say this, women say, well, I want to work. I don't want to just get rid of what I got going on. I want to work, but I don't want to have to work, because there's a difference there. They want to be able to be with a man that will allow them to go out and work and still do what they want to do. But if by any chance they get tired of doing it or they feel like they want a break, they can take that break because they have the full support of a man who's going to take care of all the bills, all the finance, everything, and they don't have to worry about it. That's because women want to be able to do something. They don't really want to feel like they're giving all of the leadership and all of this decision making to the man. They want to have input. They want to do things. They want to lead. They want to make decisions too. But that can, like I said, that could be a problem, because when a man says, hey, no, I got this. This is how we doing it. This is what I think is best. And then you coming in, challenging him, then that's a problem. That's when, and then you go with what she goes with, and then it falls apart. Then she's still going to blame you. So that is a tricky situation. This is why you have to really know the type of woman or the type of man that you're looking for and that you want to be with, because even though women can be submissive to their husbands and they want a man who they know will lead them, even when they have that, sometimes it's still not good enough, because now they don't want to be led. They want to do the leading. And that's why I say it's a part of a mentality. It's a mindset. And if you don't change the way you think, then that's going to be a direct conflict in any relationship you get in. So yeah, you can have all the money, all the house, the cars, all of these things, provide for your woman 100% of the time. But if she don't feel like she's being gratified, or that she's being heard, or she's not, she don't feel like she's in control of the situation, she gonna have a problem with it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell. You know what it is. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.